Bonjour les enfants. Quelle est la date aujourd'hui? Hello children, what is the date today? Well, today it's Tuesday, the 14th of July. C'est mardi 14 juillet. That's right, the 14th of July. The 14th of July is a very significant date in French history. Back in the day, the noble people of France had such an elaborate, lavish, very extravagant lifestyle. The rich people, the nobles, they used to live the life they wanted. Personally, we were friends with King Louis XVI and his wife, Marie Antoinette. We had lots of land. We had lots of people working on the land. We ate what we wanted. Our homes were decorated in the most lavish of fashion. We really didn't care about the peasants. We lived such a good life for many a time in our luxuries. The monarchy had been ruling for 1,000 years. All was good. Apart from leading up to the 14th of July, 1789, there started to be rumblings appearing in amongst the poor people.
Yes, us poor people, we had it really tough. It was really hard to make ends meet. We didn't know where the next meal was coming from. We had to work so hard for those noble people, those noble men and the royalty, that the king, he had absolute power. He did what he wanted and nobody challenged him. We were deprived, we were miserable, we were disadvantaged, and we were hungry. Something had to change. So it wasn't any surprise, I guess, round about 1789, we started to hear these rumblings. We started to get wind of a revolution. People wanted change. It wasn't fair anymore that a few people making these decisions for everybody, and they were living the life they wanted and we couldn't have anything. We started to see these red, white and blue rosettes being worn. And then one day on the 14th of July 1789, there was the storming of the Bastille. Well, that changed everything. The Bastille was this prison in Paris that held anybody that opposed King Louis XVI. Well, the revolutionaries, they stormed that prison and there were riots everywhere. There, not only in Paris, but all over France, people started to be able to express themselves and say, wanted to get rid of the noble people. They started to destroy their land and their lavish palaces all around France. And actually the revolution did last for a very long time. It resulted in King Louis XVI being overthrown. Him and his wife Marie Antoinette suffered the guillotine. They were beheaded. And actually some real good did come out of that. There was a huge political and social change in Europe, in France, that then had an effect on the rest of Europe. There was a National Assembly that took power and actually governed on the three values in France of liberty, equality and fraternity. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. So liberty, freedom for everybody, equality for everybody, and fraternity meaning brotherhood and togetherness. So the National Assembly actually wrote Declaration of Rights of Man and of the Citizen. They really did then bring about an empowerment of rules of democracy. So the country was governed by the people and for the people, and it was all about the rights of everybody. So on the 14th of July, all across France, well, it's a national holiday. There isn't school. People don't go to work. There are military parades. There are lots of the French flag, la tricolore, displayed everywhere. There would be huge parties, there'd be fireworks, really symbolising what that 14th of
July 1789 represented in that storming of the Bastille, really remembering the brave people who gave their lives and fought for the freedom and justice for absolutely everybody in French society. So it's a huge day, the 14th of July in France. If we were together in school, we'd be learning a lot more about it as well. That's the story in a nutshell. It's a real condensed version of the actual French Revolution and what it represented. Now, because it was such a significant event, 100 years after the storming of the Bastille, there was an exhibition planned for Paris, and the Eiffel Tower was built for that exhibition. And actually, it was only supposed to be there temporarily, but it was met with a bit of discontent at first, but after a while people really did start to like it, so it stayed there until this day. And 200 years after the storming of the Bastille, the glass pyramid was built at the entrance of the Louvre. So again, symbolising, creating that memory, that lasting memory of what that storming of the Bastille represented. So, La Fête Nationale Française, there you have it, le 14 juillet, the 14th of July. And in England, we would call it Bastille Day. Now, it's been really fun making these videos. Don't forget, children that I teach, you've got Language Nut and you've got your logins if you do want to carry on practicing French over the summer. I won't see you again for a little while, so I wish you well. Have a good summer. Bon été. Au revoir.